boys, quick update. It's like 5:25 in the morning, March 5th, 2025. Big gaps in between these Ranger videos, but anyway, we got a little update. We were supposed to switch everything to LS, but right now, I wouldn't say that's super in the budget, even though everybody voted put an LS in it. So this random overheating issue, you try and idle it for more than 15-20 minutes and it starts overheating, boiling in the block, but not reading really high on the temp gauge. We have checked everything inside and out. So we were going to give up and go the LS route, and then a neighbor, good neighbor, a couple of houses down, I was on the marketplace thing, as usual. Go on there, see a 1990 302 for sale. Look at the pistons, see they're all notched, valve reliefed, and they got that little circle on there, and I'm like, this kind of look like Mustang ones. So I message him. Sure enough, it's out of a 1990 Mustang. So here she is. Really wasn't gonna do another Ford motor, but it's a 1990. Matching with the truck, just like the 1990 motor that's in it. Couldn't pass it up. Apparently it's got 80,000 original miles. Definitely looks like it. No ridge at all at the top. Cylinders have some light surface rust, but they're actually pretty clean. So the plan, what I'm thinking right now, as of this video, still got a ton of editing to do from over a year and a half ago from the other videos, so there's definitely going to be some gaps. But instead of giving up on all the fab work, the exhaust, the cam, the lifters, the heads, everything else I bought for the Ford motor, we're going to give it one more try. One more. So the plan is, right now at least, strip this thing down to the bare block, take it to the machine shop, have them do a very light hone so I can re-ring this with the stock pistons, and then just deck this just enough to put MLS gaskets to hopefully provide better sealing. These little tiny 7/16 ARP studs. So that's the plan right now. I could change it any second, as you know, putting an LS in it, and then here we are. But I want to drive this thing this summer. It sat for too long. Have all that time tied up in fab work. Just need some machine work and a whole gasket kit all over again. And I need to figure out which MLS gaskets to get. So that's the last update as of right now. So, alright, talk to you later. Alright, boys. I wouldn't say back on the Ranger project, but in the midst of the Turbo Sierra project that's going well, minus the trans that's 4L60, that's only got 2 speeds, first and third, no second and fourth. But, you know, we'll see what we do with the trans. We got some ideas that are in the works right now. So we'll see where that ends up. And let's just say it might not be a GM transmission. But that thing's running, everything's good, minus the trans, but whatever. It's basically a power glide. Oh well, we'll keep running it till she dies. Technically I could fix it under warranty, but yeah, it's a gray area, I'm not sure yet. But anyway, well, that thing's running good. Still waiting for the new stock block for the Ranger to get machined. So we ended up going with aftermarket rods, aftermarket pistons, stock crank, and then fresh bearings, obviously. So that's still getting machined. And then after that, it's got to get balanced, which is going to take a while, which I wanted to get done by wintertime, but that's not going to happen. It's already October 2nd, 2025. And I'm still editing Ranger videos from 2023, but life happens. So anyway, back on this, whatever you want to call it. So in the midst of everything, just stopping by, got to take some parts off. So I took the clutch off, got to take the flex plate off, or flywheel. This thing's manual. And then take the balancer off, bring that to work, grab the crankshaft, and then bring the crankshaft, the flywheel, and the balancer to the machine shop. So once he's done machining everything at Jordan's, we can send it to Medford Speed, and hopefully they can balance it relatively quickly. If not, I might see if I can actually take the stuff and bring it to Fonz and have Fonz Performance balance everything, but we'll see. I like Medford Speed. I just want to get this done sooner than later. It's already been a couple months since I bought that other new stock block, so gotta get that stuff done. And then in the midst of everything else, I gotta tear this down and take all the good parts out of it. So the can, the lifters, the push rods, the oil pan, obviously the cylinder heads, the head studs, the valve covers, the intake manifold, the front cover, and I think that's pretty much it. Take all that stuff apart, clean it, get it ready for assembly on the new motor. And once the new motor gets back, got to reassemble all these parts on the new used block, and hopefully the push rods are still good at the right length still. So that's just an update. You'll see this in the future. I'm hoping to get this done before winter time. Hopefully in the next 2 months. That would be great. But it's going to be cold out soon, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, guess we'll take this stuff off real quick. I already took the clutch off. Just gotta take the flywheel off here. Brought some power tools in. Make it a little faster. And a pilot bearing / bushing. This one's actually got a bearing in it, but I gotta remember to grab that. Grab a new one. That ain't coming back out to reuse without getting damaged. So I gotta put that on the list. Got my bolts in this box, so hopefully I remember, because there is bolts everywhere. Everywhere, in the garage, in the truck, everywhere. No matter what you do, you just can't stop these things from seeping oil around the oil pan and everything. No matter how much RTV you use, they just leak. So anyway, hopefully the new motor will fix this overheating condition. If I put this motor together and it still has some kind of overheating issue that I can't explain, diagnose, figure out, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Then it must be something else, and I wouldn't say this all was a waste of time, because the new stock block that still cracks, at 450 plus, is going to have aftermarket rods, which are way stronger because they have larger bolts, bigger diameter, and aftermarket pistons, which, they're pretty much the same as the forged pistons that come from the factory in the certain 302s and the Fox body. So we'll see what happens. Talk to you later.